My beautiful, beautiful Aqua gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message, baby, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. These messages, of course, are general, you guys, okay? Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. This feels like a very specific message. It's a very triggering message as well, is the phrasing that they're wanting me to use. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know further in reference to this energy. There's a lot of tension here, you guys, okay? Lots of push-pull. It's sort of like a battle for control. I don't know why this person would have felt like they had control to begin with, but that's what we're dealing with, okay? Okay. There is most certainly a surprise, a shock, a aha moment, this stark realization within the reading, because we have two towers that came out. Now, please forgive the glare on the cards. I know you can't see them right away. I'm gonna pick each of them up so that you can see them, but this is the deck that I was led to. All right, so this is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, but it's the gold edition. It's one of my first decks, guys, one of the very first decks that I purchased. That has significance, right? Because it gives history. It feels like history. It feels like something that has settled in, something that is comfy, something that it feels familiar, right? It's familiarity. It can be mistaken for chemistry. It can be mistaken for love. It can be mistaken for soulmates, right? There is this familiarity about this connection that this person is now kind of going over in their mind. There's also duality here. So this Lover's card is in the position of where this person's energy is currently heading. Now, they do want to come in and extend some kind of a date, some kind of an offer, nothing too big, something quite small. This is to protect them, right? This person definitely likes to protect their own self-interest. This could be a Gemini for some of you, but this Lover's card, more notably, it signifies that there was two ends of this coin. So the way that they are wanting to present this message is there are things that you may know about this person, or you know about this connection, which has brought you to a certain decision. This is, in fact, somebody that you have let go or walked away from. Okay, was it easy to walk away from this? No, because you did see happiness at one point with this person. You may have invested a lot in order to be happy with this individual. 10 of Cups was supposed to be the outcome, but 8 of them was the only thing that you were able to come up with. You had to fucking walk away from this. That's pretty tough, right? It's like ripping your own Band-Aid. It's like, you know, stitching up your own wound. That shit hurt like a bitch, and it's like you're inflicting the pain on yourself, but you kind of counted your losses, is what it's saying. Now, please keep in mind that tarot is fluid, guys, right? Like, this could be something that has already occurred, but it could be something that is coming up, right? Something that is getting ready to happen. If this has not occurred yet and you haven't walked away from this person, from this seeming happiness, it does look like an illusion of happiness, right? There are two towers that have come out. So that signifies to me two aha moments. The both of you had aha moments, but in different ways, in different arenas. This person's aha moment was involuntary. It came upon them at your abrupt move, your move of energy, your sort of abrasive and abrupt ending to things. That is how they are viewing this. This is their language, okay? You don't have to feel like you were savage or abrasive with this person, but that's how they received you. You know what I'm saying? It is really placing a mirror right in front of this person, one in which that I feel they try to look away from. Now, at the center of this reading, we do have that control. This is definitely a power struggle, is what they are saying. So I feel like this person always tried to exert their power in the connection. You were the kind energy, okay? You were always coming from the end of, you know, what's better for the collective, what's good for the both of us, sharing, reciprocity, equal give and take, you know, being generous, being kind. And this person kind of had an air of arrogance. Now, they are showing up as an emperor, but I don't feel like they have fully actualized into that role. Do they have the potential to get there? Sure. Are they there now? No. But they're just acting out in a way that speaks of entitlement. Now, I do feel like this was grown entitlement, meaning they grew to become comfortable with the way in which this dynamic was going. The more that they got comfortable, the more uncomfortable you got. So I feel like you were giving this person a time frame. Maybe this was a time frame that you spoke of or not. I'm gonna go with the latter. I'm gonna go with this person didn't fucking know that they were on thin ice. They didn't know that they were on this time constraint and that your generosity, your kindness, your giving energy was going to run out. I do see like a time clock now, right? Like the sand in a time capsule kind of going out, dwindling out. Wowzers. So they're now pointing us to the energy that was all below each of these decks, okay? So we have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like this person really played their cards incorrectly in this connection. Okay, the Seven of Cups definitely gives me the energy of somebody who wants their cake and eat it too. They got comfortable with doing that, you guys. And the reason why I say that is because the Ten of Cups is one of the first cards that popped up. So it signifies that, yes, you were focused on your happiness, but I feel like this person's happiness was more at the forefront of this connection than anything else. And there's a big light being shown to them in reference to that, okay? It's sort of like they're seeing things from a totally different perspective now because of how strong you are, how strong you've been, or because of this Tower. So you may have shocked yourself walking away from this shit. You may have really shocked yourself. You surprised yourself. It was like it happened so quickly. Tower is like an abrupt, boom, ending. Okay, just bringing things to an abrupt end, an upheaval, burning the house down, burning the connection down to pieces. Okay, all that is left is ashes. Yikes. So this is somebody who is pretending, okay? Is the language that they're using, okay? Because with the Magician card here, this is somebody who is focused on what it is that you are trying to build, where it is that you are going. They do recognize your strength. They recognize also that you may have let them get away with certain things that you didn't necessarily have to, but they weren't able to see that as clearly as they are now with you taking a leap of faith in the opposite direction. Wow. We do have the Wheel of Fortune right below the Fool, so lots of major arcana here. I feel like these major arcana are, they are signifying the changes that this person is going through emotionally, okay? These are emotional changes. These will be changes to this person's character and possibly even changes to their trajectory, because I do feel like this is a spoiled brat. This is somebody who's been able to get away with a lot of shit, but nobody has really put it to them the way that you have. You may have said some things to this person before you left. It is something that is really bothering them, right? So in their hidden energy, we have the Sun, we have the Tower, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Nine of Swords. So a part of me feels like this person is still trying to hold on to whatever, ounce of dignity they still have left, especially since they feel like you hit them with this change quite abruptly. With the Tower here, they feel like you just up and left. Ghosted them, or you didn't give them a forewarning, or you didn't let them know that this was coming. But I just said a moment ago that they were skating on thin ice. That's what I'm hearing. You're skating on thin ice, buddy. So we have practice forgiveness. So this person is now having some very strong realizations. Does that mean that you have to re-engage this person? No, but what I will say is this Tower is really shaking shit up. With that Six of Cups coming out, they now recognize that you are the one with all of the cards. Like the ball is in your fucking court. Like you might be undecided about them now. And had they not grown so comfortable with your generosity, with your love, with your purity, then that wouldn't really matter, but they are comfortable with it, right? So since they got so comfortable now without it, they can definitely feel that void. And so this does feel like an attempt for them to fill that void, right? So I do feel like darkness has set on their sun with the Tower right next to the Sun card. This person is possibly having conversations about you, trying to gain more insight. Here's what I will say, okay? Y'all know I don't normally take up for y'all people because I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. What I will say is I don't think that this person realized how bad it was, okay? Does that give them an excuse for this arrogant, controlling, obnoxious, selfish behavior? No. But I don't get that they were as clear on what was happening until it was over. It's sort of like the truth is really not coming to light. They're not really recognizing what was going on until it is actually done, right? Till it like blew up in their face. So this is hitting this person harder than you realize. For all of these cards to be at the bottom of the deck, these are things that you do not know. Okay, they may be experiencing some sleepless nights. They are wondering if it is truly over. Is there a chance for redemption? Because with the Six of Cups, this is about apologizing, coming in, extending an olive branch. You can see that there's a figure here giving the other figure flowers, some kind of a gift, some kind of an apology, some kind of kind gesture. Okay, and it also is the signifier of comfort, right? That home, a soft place to land. They do feel a bit of an identity crisis without this connection. So they got really comfortable. I would love to know down in the comments, how long you've been with this person? Because the deck that I'm led to use speaks of history. Now this could just be a past life connection, right? So even if the two of you only spent the betterment of about 6 months, right? Or less together, there was still that energy of a past life connection, which is why you would have shown up with all 10 cups, because shit was lovely in the beginning. Shit wasn't all bad. Now we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest with ourselves, right? Just as we are honest with other people. So the 10 of Cups doesn't just show up at the beginning of a connection because of nothing. You see what I'm saying? Now, did you intend to show up with all 10 of your cups to get nothing back? No, you're fucking angry about that shit. You kind of held on trying to get back at least half of that shit. You really did. You really did. I'm angry at myself sometimes, I'm angry at myself and sometimes even you for how things turned out. So you're angry at yourself and this person, or that is the energy that I feel brought you to this tower. You see what I'm saying? You started seeing your future a little bit brighter without this motherfucker. You're heavy as fuck. You are a lot. I'm giving 10 cups. I'm giving 6 of pentacles. And all I get is an arrogant son of a bitch. An entitled brat. The asshole is the emperor in this positioning, you guys, okay? Do they have the ability and the wherewithal to give back to you what you were giving? Yes. And that is the shit that pisses you off even more. Even more. Because it's like, I know you can show up. I know you can do it. I know you can give just as much as I can. You are choosing not to. But what I'm here to tell you is you don't see what's going on underneath her. I feel like this is somebody who's been enabled their entire life, you guys. This is the only reason why they would be so oblivious, right, to their toxicity. I'm talking in straight darkness. They did not see. Okay, they was blind, but now they see. You're making them see themselves in a whole new light. Now, the Sun card can sometimes signify happiness. I don't get happiness from any of this energy because it's right next to the Nine of Swords. This is not about happiness. This is about illumination. This is about being out in the desert, bitch, without water, hot as fuck. This sun is about 1 billion degrees. And it's like you cannot unlook at it. You cannot unsee it. You just cannot. I'm almost getting that this person is a little bit disgusted, right? Like I'm getting like the image of a little bit of vomit in their mouth, right? Like perturbed at their own behavior or their own energy or how things got to this point. Because with the Tower, that does suggest that they never saw it coming. And it is because they don't, this is not the type of person that self-reflects. So even if their connections from the past, people who they've dated before told them, they didn't believe it because it wasn't a past life connection. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth learning the lesson. Those people weren't worth it. Oh my gosh. I don't like that. Yeah, they are saying that you're worth it, but something about that energy just tells me that you're only down to make these changes, to do something about this aha moment, this upheaval, because of the strength of this connection. Because in the past, it would have just been on to the next one. You see what I'm saying? With the Seven of Cups, they would have been a happy bachelor or bachelorette. They would have gladly blinded themselves. They said that the Ace of Swords is crossing this energy. They would have gladly blinded themselves to the truth of what is happening. You're the problem. You don't just keep breaking up with motherfuckers and becoming single with the 9 of Swords, right? And leaving broken hearts behind, right? Shattering foundations that you did not help to build and completely depleting these people's cups, right? Just to be single again. And you're the common denominator, babe. But now that you're in the position of this 3 of Swords, now we want to change? Now we want to have a conversation. Now you want to go to fucking therapy. Your therapist cannot help you. I mean, they can. Okay, let me take that back. They can help you, but they can't help you here. Okay? Honestly, I don't know what I want. Not sure if I want a relationship. So I feel like this is the energy that this person is giving off, and it is what it is type of energy. You may not have heard from this person after you walked away. They may not have reached out to you. There may not have been any fight back, any pushback whatsoever. They didn't beg for your forgiveness. They didn't ask you why. They kept all of this energy internal. And I do feel like this person is in competition with your energy. I feel like the both of you, like nobody is showing emotion. So they don't know that you are angry, and you don't know that they are heartbroken. You don't know that they are sad. You don't know what they are feeling either. Now, I get that they're purposefully trying to do that because of this ego thing, right? With the Emperor here. They're purposefully trying to hide this. But it's not working. It's not working, guys. With the Fool card here, I do feel like that's in the position of you moving forward, but it's also in the position of this person moving towards you. And confidently, I might say. With the 6 of Cups showing up in their energy currently, even though they're full of anxiety, worry, sadness, heartbreak, pain, all the things that they've never really had to deal with before because they leave that shit for the other person to deal with. They still haven't let go of this Emperor energy, okay? And they are telling me that this Emperor is, you can kind of look at it as the Emperor crossing rather than in the upright. It's a immature Emperor. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous territory because it gives the energy of somebody who has power, yet is very immature. So they don't really know how to deal with that power, right? Like they kind of exert that power in toxic manners. Somebody who is not mature enough for that kind of title, power, and or access. So given that they are in the positioning of the Emperor, that would be the first and only reason why they had access to you. And gender doesn't matter, right? This could be a male or a female, it does not matter. This is about upper echelon. So there were things about this person that spoke to you, that checked your boxes, that made you go, oh wee. Oh, I just want to touch you, right? Like I just want to do some other things too. And I feel like these were very much surface level qualities about this person, because with the Lovers here, I do feel like even though you try to build this 10 of Cups, which is a more sustainable connection, it is more longevity, is one that has the chance to go the long run. 10 of Cups is like sharing finances. It's like building some shit with somebody. It's like creating a lineage, having kids, traveling the world, building a life with somebody is the 10 of Cups. But the Lovers is all we got to, which is the beginning. You could never quite get shit off the ground because you were building this shit yourself with the 6 of Pentacles, okay? And the part that is making me angry now, I'm trying to be nice to this person. We don't give a fuck if you're haunted by the energy in which you've lost. They're giving me this image of somebody recognizing a scratch off and not reading the numbers right. And then just throwing it on the side of the street. Because in their mind, the numbers on the scratch off said that they didn't win. And then when they go into a store, they look across the street, they see somebody else pick it up off the ground, and then boom, they realize it was like 10 million every year for life or some shit, a winner. And this person is screaming all around the street, I won, bitch, I won. So I don't get that I'm feeling that analogy for no reason. You either have somebody coming in who can handle you, okay, who is available for you, who is ready for you, who is equally yoked with you. Somebody who has their set of cups as well. They're like, oh, you got 10 cups. I got 10 cups too, bitch. The tarot don't even have 20 cups in the card deck. But guess what? We do. Okay, so you manifested something way greater by releasing this. And it was not easy, right? Because we have that same analogy of kind of sewing up your own wound. That shit is fucking painful as shit. And not really having anybody else there to assist or to help you. So you did it alone. Or you will be doing this alone. So that will be rewarded. And we do have the Magician there that suggests that. So the anger, right, that I was feeling is because if you're showing up as the Emperor, that means you could fucking do it, dummy. You could do it. You could do it. But you're selfish. You are selfish. You never had to do it. Nobody's ever called you out on some of the bullshit that you've been bringing to these connections. Nobody calls them out. They're able to just kind of, you know, go along their way very cluelessly. They were very much so clueless, you guys, okay? These are not realizations that they're having until you've either moved on completely or you reject them possibly. Or you ignore them. But I do feel like it's that first scenario, right? Somebody else finding the treasure, finding the lottery ticket. Someone else seeing your worth. So here's what I'll say. It's not that this person did not know your worth or could not see your worth. It is that you were overgiving. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles in the center of the reading. They got so comfortable with that. They got so comfortable with that. That they saw no reason to solidify things or to, you know, help to grow things further, to plant some seeds of their own. I will challenge you in your next connections to kind of sit back because you know what you possess. You know the work that you've done on a soul level. You know what it is that you bring. You have to challenge yourself to not place yourself in positions to show your cards immediately, to show what it is that you can bring immediately, because nobody is going to say no to that. Even people who don't deserve it, or even people who have ill intentions, even people who have no intention to reciprocate and or stick around. Nobody is going to say no to the 10 of Cups. Let's just be very honest with that, okay? It's a sweet ass offer. And when it's given so freely, it doesn't appear to be, you know, the jackpot. It doesn't appear to be as valuable as it actually is. So you may already be in that mind space, right? You may have dealt with a emotionally immature or unavailable individual or a stingy motherfucker. Let's just call a thing a thing. Y'all know I keep it all the way a buck. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't no lying. Undecided about you. The lottery ticket now, okay? The diamond, okay? You walked away from it and now you're the undecided one, and that is where you need to be. Honestly, I don't know what I want. Not sure if I want a relationship. And I feel like you detaching from that result is where the Magician comes in and they can work their magic, because you're not all up in the mix, all up in the video, right? Like, you're not all up in the energy trying to control shit. Now, control is the theme of this message, right? You were dealing with a controlling asshole, somebody who was very much controlling over how things would go in relationships, unbeknownst to them. It is a pattern. It's just a habit. It's habitual. But you also have some control of your own, okay? Some control issue is what we will call it. I don't get that you have this anymore. It made you so angry that you've kind of backflipped, somersaulted your way out of that shit. Because showing up with the 10 of Cups is crazy. I'm just saying. I'm not calling you crazy, but I'm just saying, like, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. That must be earned. That must be earned. Because you showed up with the 10 of Cups and you only got 8 back. So you have to fucking walk away, right? Like, so you took a loss. However, Spirit is going to give you that back plus some. I do feel a stronger connection coming in. I feel like some kind of a major life change that could be coming in as well. This could be like some kind of job offer that requires you to move, to take a leap of faith, to go elsewhere. And that's where you will meet this soulmate or this newer person. Okay, I feel like once you move or make this change, things are going to start taking off in a major way with the Knight of Swords. Like, boom. It might feel as if it's irrational to you, but I feel like your intuition is what you need to tap into when you are being signified to take this leap of faith, right? This figure is literally facing this Wheel of Fortune. So it's like they want you to take a leap of faith towards this change. That could look like changing jobs, changing careers, changing houses, changing apartments, changing your hair, changing up your diet, changing up your regimen, changing up your gym. It could literally be anything, you guys, okay? But you being a fixed sign, change got to make sense now. This is not going to make a whole lot of sense. Your intuition will, though. It will be screaming at you to do this. Now, we have haunted. I'm haunted by my decisions and the memories we made together. Duh. Right? It's like oh so clear now. It's oh so clear now, when it was very much something that they just didn't even think about it for a second in the past, right? It says, honestly, I don't even know what I did wrong. Maybe you'll tell me. And Spirit is like, we'll do you one better. We're going to block you from Aquarius's energy altogether. So for some of you, you were either led to block this person on all platforms, on your phone, or you change your number or something of the sort. Or because we have this Mercury retrograde coming up, this person will not be able to get through to you when they are trying to. They are seeking answers from you, since they feel like you're the one who triggered these towers. But Spirit is like, yeah, no, we're going to show you. With the Sun card, yeah, and it's going to be blazing, bitch. Hope you got some water. Hope you got some water. Hope you paid your water bill, bitch. You're going to need to leave that faucet running. For me to keep signifying water, this person may be very thirsty at this time. It's giving desperation. Desperado. When they were once undecided, boy, are they decided now. I'm sorry. Right? They were once undecided. I've made up my mind. I'm not wasting any more time. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? And you know what? Something tells me that when they finally get it, okay? When they start to thumb through all of this muck and this bullshit, this is like Dark Night of the Soul energy. This is somebody who's addressing their shadows and bringing that shit to the light. So it is an awakening. But does that mean that you still have to give that person a chance? No. Okay, especially if they fucked you over multiple cycles. We do have the wheel here. The wheel signifies multiple cycles of the same bullshit. Okay, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So who's signing up for that again? Even if this person has transformed, you can't really prove that. Only time would prove that, and they've already wasted so much of yours. So it's really just going to depend on the details, okay, the very specific details of this connection that will qualify or disqualify. Okay? I can't move on no matter how hard I try. Sounds like karma to me. It sounds like karma to me. And I do get that this person won't be moving on as quickly as it might appear. I get that every time they date someone, especially if they start trying to date before this awakening has completed, it only pushes them deeper into this abyss, this Nine of Swords energy. It is counterproductive for what they're trying to do, which is heal themselves, which is not feel this anymore, which is not, regret this anymore, not think about it all the time. Wow. So let's pull one card before I go over to the extended. Thank you so much. Have faith in your dreams. waxing crescent moon. So you have some dreams that are coming to fruition, especially with the Magician being here, you guys, okay? And we have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So some of you may have done this in Scorpio season, okay? Or you're being led to do this as Scorpio season has already wrapped up, right? It's like time to move on this shit now. This is about clearing out, right? Clearing out shit that doesn't match, clearing out shit that is imbalanced, clearing out shit that's toxic, shit that's negative, shit that does not support your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. If it's not adding, then it's suppressing. So that shit got to go. So let's go over to the extended. We're gonna dig it over there. Okay, we got both new and old here, right? They're gonna be competing. It is a competition, bitch. And I definitely saw a competition pop out earlier. It's a competition. It definitely is giving the battle of the soulmates, because the newer energy that was showing up does appear to be somebody who is more on your level. This might be an actualized, right? Self-actualization is the term that they're using. So this is like going back to psychology. If you've taken psychology, maybe you're obsessed with psychology. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Google that, right? Self-actualization is like the highest tier, but the phrase that they're using is somebody who has actualized into the role of the emperor or the empress. So they are that. They is that, okay? They embody that. They bodied that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the newer energy feels like. Now this old person, you know, they do feel like they've gone through an awakening, but there's still some work to be done there. You know what I'm saying? I cannot tell you what to do, but we're going to look into both of these energies, okay? Let's see where this is all heading. Would you be wasting your time to look at this older thing once again, to kind of take a look at it, to try and get that return back on your investment? It does appear that they've awakened. Let's see if that would be a waste of your time at all. That's only for those of you who are interested in that, okay? You don't got to get in the comments and be like, bitch, I'm over these. I ain't doing it. I get it. I get it. Everybody's not on the same journey though, okay? Let's also see if you did decide to see where things would go, or if this was a waste of your time, what ways in which this person's own trajectory, because it looks like they're paying off some karmic debt here. There's an awakening here. There hasn't been ascension yet. So what ways would that affect you emotionally and in other areas of your life? That's what you would be setting yourself up for, getting into connection with someone who is experiencing that energy, okay? It could rub off, you know what I'm saying? You could have some residual effects on yourself. Let's make sure that it's not too damaging, or something that is not shown to be too bad, okay? I also want to know what subconscious blocks is going to help you release, okay? You need to release. Full moons are about releasing. We just had a full moon. We do have a new moon coming up, right? So you can still release in between that cycle. Therefore, by the new moon, you're ready to manifest again. Let's see what blocks are there subconsciously that you don't currently see that may be holding you back into old cycles or old patterns, and how does spirit suggest you release those, okay? Let's see how you can approach things moving forward energetically and just spiritually in order to ensure success in your next cycle, whether you end up with the new person or the old. I want to know what your life will look like if you decide to go with this older energy or with the newer energy. We will tap into that newer energy more specifically and see what they're like, who they are, why they're single, why they're showing up in your life, to be sure that their intentions are pure. And we'll also look at this older energy's intentions as well. Why are they showing back up? Have they changed, right? Like, what do they want, okay? And how exactly do they plan to go about this? That's so that you can fully prepare yourself. No matter what your decision is, you want to be ready. So you don't got to get ready. Okay, let's see what you can expect in your own growth and evolution, both romantically and financially, because I see a change coming for you with this Fool card in the Wheel of Fortune. So Spirit has some good things planned for you. And then we'll get some advice. We'll pull some time frames as well for when you can expect all of this to happen. And I'll throw in a little Ask the Universe read. Okay, so without further ado, click that like button, click the subscribe button. Okay, don't forget to do this part, you guys, okay? Click the notification bell, and I'm gonna put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I'm gonna see y'all over there. Let's go.